Hey, this is, I look good, don't I? Okay, so, first off, this is episode 4? This is episode 4 of the podcast. This one's video. This is actually just a warning, you could say, for the video of this. We recorded it with 2 cameras. We had a GoPro and this camera right here. I should probably... and we had this shitty camera right here. That takes pretty decent video, actually. So, a few things happened that are not going to make this very smoothly, I guess you could say, is that the GoPro kind of ran out of memory because my dumbass didn't fucking check to make sure that it was good to record for as long as I wanted it to. So it ran out of memory. And then this other camera, which is we're going to call it camera 2, didn't have, it was stuck on our guest's face. It was on his face. So I zoomed kind of a close-up of his face because I just wanted 2 angles. So what happens is when the GoPro goes out, only camera you have is his face. So I thought that didn't look too good. So I kind of just recorded myself, just like doing dumb shit, reenacting the conversation by myself, just being stupid, just to add as filler video until we changed the angle. And then we took the camera that was a close-up and then we put it on the table where the GoPro was, except Akris is not in the shot. It's just me and Hamza, the guest, on the shot, and it's not a great shot. So just letting you know, we're still figuring shit out. I'm actually going today to record the episode 5, and equipment is better. I got a tripod now, which is what this camera's standing on, and I have this light and I have mics, so like we're good. Shit is gonna get better. We rented a room now, so we're gonna have a room by ourselves. So everything's good. Hope you enjoyed the conversation still. Let us know what you think. If you disagree with anything we say, as I always say, feel free to let us know if you want to join in and, argue. Let's fucking butt heads, niggas. Anyways, yeah, thank you. Enjoy. Alright, what are we saying, guys? What's up?
Yeah.
What is this, episode 4?
It's been 4, yeah.
This is 4. Yeah, this is episode 4. The fucking sound is never going to be consistent in these because we keep doing different rooms every fucking time. So
bear with us.
So yeah, it's right now we have 2 cameras. We don't know if both cameras are gonna stay. We have this one here and this one there, which I might actually end up like the back of my head just end up being on it every time. But and this table condition is so bad because any kind of thing we do to the table, the mic is gonna pick it up. Like it just picked this up like completely. You see the spike? Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And our voices are so low, so that's like we're gonna have to. Anyways, this is rough. That's the point we're trying to make here. This is fucking rough, but we're saying fuck it because we do whatever the fuck we want. So today we have Hamza. Am I saying it right?
Yes, you said my name right.
I said your name right. Thank God. What are you saying, bro?
Bro, I'm just excited to be here because I've always wanted to be on a podcast. It feels like no jumper,
Feels like no jumper, except it's not fucking niggas pulling up on you with toolies. Fucking dude, you gotta fucking like as he was live, some dude just pulled up with a gun and just started pointing a gun at his head
twice
like mid interview, and twice too.
Same guy?
No,
I don't think it was the same guy. Is it like same affiliated niggas though? Is it like same?
It's like some random nigga who always like wants clout and shit.
Are people just gonna start doing this shit now just to do it now? Just like cause
it's the new wave. It's like a trend to just like
show up with a gun.
just be stupid.
Like that rapper is Skinny from 9 or something?
Nah.
It's like this random ass rapper and shit. Like this nigga always gets beat up just for fun now.
Just for fun.
Yeah,
dude, it's literally marketing, bro. It's like that's all 6ix9ine was. Like that's all Lil Pump. The concept of Lil Pump was like they pulled like the label fucking I guess leaked or just shared the information. Like they had a plan. Like the marketing plan was for him to be as ignorant as possible and get as much, because it's about like who's getting the most attention, right? Because it's so oversaturated. So you have to be obnoxious. You have to have fucking tattoos.
Because people consume
hair.
That shit too easily.
Yeah, because
look at that,
bro. It's like, why are people so addicted to reality TV shows? Because they're full of fucking drama, and you just want to see which kind of drama is going to happen
That's exactly
next.
the reason why I stay away from trap music. Like I enjoy some of it.
That's
But I
not.
like, I like some of the melodies are nice.
There's genuine,
Bro, I
there's
can't-
genuine ones like
I can't
Cardi.
have that
You know
in
what I'm
my
saying?
system.
This nigga really Cardi B or Playboy Cardi?
No, fuck Cardi B. Cardi, Playboy Cardi, like the fucking
You
Tupac.
you think that he's like the most genuine?
I think
artist
he's
right now?
my favorite one. Like I'd say he's like probably like my top 5 favorite like rappers right now.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But like I always tell people that like one of the greatest rappers from like the 2010s is Future. Like this nigga.
Future has like influence, but
In terms of music,
but
bro,
like I'd say a bit like he kind of fell off a bit. Like he's not as hot as he was in like the DS2 era.
Didn't he birth what trap is today with all the autotune and
Yeah, with like autotune and mumbling and like
Yeah.
all of the sad shit like coding. What is it? Coding crazy.
That's like an 8-minute.
That's
track.
like
It's
that's
oh,
like
shit.
it's basically a plea for help. Like he's just crying for help in this song, but people are just seeing it as a banger.
But he said he said recently that like
He quit, no?
yeah, or like he doesn't even do it as much as he promotes it in his music.
See, he's just keeping up with that image because people hold on to like what you were when they found you out so much that sometimes like the artist is so pressured to like staying that even if they're way beyond it. Like a lot of them don't do these things, but they know it sells, so they do it. It's fucking dude is trash. Like 6ix9ine, the whole reason why 6ix9ine managed to stay like relevant through just drama after drama, just beefing
Bro,
people.
how can you even survive like that? It's such an ingenuous way of living.
Well, it depends on your personality. He probably likes it. He's probably been around in his life. I mean, if it was gang affiliated, it's drama basically every fucking day.
Just loving attention, but like seeing like how he described how he grew up, it's like niggas that lack that affection or like that attention and shit, growing up in like
Yeah.
plagued hoods. and
Once you
shit.
get it, it's just you're hooked.
a
You
drug,
just have to keep fucking getting it. He beefed everyone. This guy just beefed every fucking one.
entire year.
He beefed like everyone. An entire year, he keeps dropping songs as he's doing it, and every song is just going like doing numbers.
And it's like if you beef with him, that's promotion for you as well.
Yeah, exactly. So people joined. Like some people joined, and some of them were friends as they were beefing. Like, and everyone else is just sucking it up, thinking like shit is real.
That's so absurd to me, bro. Like, how are you listening to music just because of that?
And that's the thing. To me, it's like I think a lot of people don't even care about the music anymore. They just want to see like, oh, what's this nigga gonna do next?
Or maybe just like the beats and then like the catchy lyrics and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
it's catchy as fuck. Bro.
I think
Melodies are
I don't know.
crazy.
I feel like I always say it. I've been saying this for so long. I feel like it's at a point of where disco was, because history repeats itself always.
For sure.
So I feel like right now where trap music is the same way that disco was. And as we all know, if people don't know, disco was I'm not fully accurate because I don't actually know the legitimate history, but I know disco came after like rock-ish and like funk era, and it was a very weird period where it was just a bunch of one-hit wonders and all songs sounded the same, but all songs were hits. And then from disco came hip-hop, which is what's running shit right now. And then we're in this weird phase of like a bunch of one-hit wonders coming in and out, and every song sounds the same, and everyone just cares about like, we don't even care about songs not sounding the same. We just want a hot fucking track that we can just bump in the club, which is literally what disco was. You just want something that you can dance to in the club.
it's like when I listened to Future's last album, bro. Every song sounded the same. I did not finish it. Like there's like 20 tracks on
There's
the album,
20
bro.
fucking tracks on the
20
album.
tracks and they all sound the same.
And
bro.
imagine it's all the same drums, bro. All the same like like it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And I feel like that's the point where we're at, where shit is just like
redundant.
it's like, you know how it started going up, and then now it's just at this point where it's just like flatlining, and it's just maybe I'm wrong. I'm not seeing many niggas doing anything crazy. Like Travis's album was cool, but
Yeah,
like,
I thought that shit was the best thing last year, bro.
nah. Did you listen to Veteran?
By who?
JPEG Mafia?
Never heard of that.
Okay, that's probably why you're saying that, because you haven't. But you don't know music, so we won't stay on this topic too
I know
much.
music. I don't know trap music.
You don't know trap music, yeah. You like good shit. You like good shit.
I stay away from the garbage.
Yeah, but that's very subjective, though.
Yeah.
All right, so like yesterday we picked a topic. I don't know. We might riff off it. I don't know how long we're capable of going off it, but I want your opinion on this actually. Basically, this concept, I was introduced to it. I'd say like probably last summer. It's basically this concept called the Hedonic Treadmill, where
Hedonic Treadmill?
Hedonic. I don't know. I think I just pronounced that.
You said Eudonic.
No, I said
I heard
hedonic.
Hedonic.
I said hedonic. I just don't pronounce the he. Basically, the concept stays. It says that like, no matter what significant positive or negative change that happens in your life, let's say, like you become rich. Like you drop a song. Let's say you're a rapper. You drop a song goes viral. You're rich now. And your life changed. Everything is so new. Everything is so crazy. Like, you're like, damn, I never thought I would have this lifestyle, and now I'm living this lifestyle. The Hedonic Treadmill says that becomes you go back to your normal state, no matter what significant change happens. Mm-hmm. So there's that middle point. And
what is baseline, though?
Like, baseline is like basically how we are now. Like, school is just a regular thing.
Oh, like
it's
before you was famous.
Yeah, before you're famous, and like life is just what you've known life as, right? And then when you're famous, you think you're happy, and then at a certain point, it's not as special as it was when you first got it,
you're
right?
Still just as miserable.
So so like basically, no matter how big, or like let's say this is like the flat line, and you keep going up and down. If you go up and you stay there, up the flat line will go up too.
Yeah,
and then that'll become your normal, and then you'll need something else also to like either become more happy or less happy. So it's like, I think that I guess ties in well with like just the whole like happiness discussion.
It reminds me of like Bro Sweatshirt. Like that's a good ass example for that, because it's like he becomes a famous rapper, right?
Yeah.
And you can even hear it in his last album. The fact that like he lost his father, even though he may have the money, like bro, he even said in one of his songs too, when they're both gone, you can't buy them back. So like, dude, that's some deep shit, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's this thing. It's like, what does that mean? That like nothing can actually give you a significant, because this is what's sad shit too. Like if you're in a very negative situation, like all of a sudden it'll become your norm too. It'll become your normal state. If you get to like a thing that brings you in a very negative state, it becomes your normal state after a while. So it's like, does any significant change that happens to your life, does it matter? Like, do we ever get satisfied? Or is that why like Buddhism like argues that like you shouldn't chase desires, you shouldn't attach yourself to desires, because that's not the key.
I think it's healthy to not ever be satisfied. I mean,
yeah, that's the thing too. Well, I feel like it's probably subjective.
Yeah, because like it could force you to like go for something better than what you already have.
Yeah, because the thing is
if we live forever, do we really have any reason to accomplish anything? Or you just do it
that's
tomorrow?
the thing. Like I feel like that's the whole thing with immortality. Like a lot of people wish they were immortal, but it's like, would you really want to be immortal, bro?
Nah, not really. Seeing the way that like,
would you really want to be immortal?
Limits are what make things fun.
Assuming that not everyone is immortal, first of all, including your family, you're gonna have to watch all of them die, and you just stay here
and make new friends.
You have to make new friends, and they're gonna die.
Them die.
And you're gonna just keep going through this cycle.
And it's important to know that that's what it is. Like, it's gonna come one day.
But unless like you're just madly in love with money and shit, that's never gonna go away unless like you hit rock bottom, some shit like that.
But
I think it does go away at a certain point.
Even money, because shit changes, bro.
Even if you do become a billionaire, or you like, and you realize, I'm still the same guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Basically, it's saying being a billionaire won't change anything. Being a billionaire, yeah, it'll afford you better things, but I think prices scale according to your income. So like, you'll start buying clothes that take the same amount of money, like in a percentage wise, as it would if you were not a billionaire. So right now we're buying, let's say, on a good day we might buy like $100 to $200 shoes, right? Yeah. You have to save for that, unless you have like parents who just toss you money every time. But in the state that we're in right now, let's say we're spending, let's say like if we go out to spend money on like clothes, on a good day we'll probably spend like around, like if you're going thrifting, maybe $50 max.
Like that's your limit.
If you're going like, so let's say like H&M or like anywhere like 100 maybe, like on a good, maybe when you just got paid. So like that's how much you're spending, and it's taking a certain percentage amount of money off your whatever balance you have, right? So let's say you're a billionaire. you're not spending $100. You're spending like $1,000 on coats. You're spending like more than $1,000 on coats and fucking pants and shirts and shit.
The fraction is still the same.
Yeah, basically what I'm basically suggesting is you would be spending the same percentage of money that you own.
Because you are comfortable with the money you have. Because you do think that you can spend it, right?
Yeah.
Because you have it.
You'd probably just try to spend more money on healthy food since you can afford it. So your food would be more expensive. You wouldn't be shopping at McDonald's
Or
every
not
day.
even just in health. You would just spend money just because you have it.
Yeah, you would spend more money. You would spend the same percentage amount of money that you would spend if you had, let's say, $10,000 to $20,000 a year income. So it's like, the thing is like, would becoming a billionaire actually like change your mind state right now, like where you're at, like mentally?
I think becoming a billionaire by means of serving others or just doing things that can help other people, you can get there. You can be happy, because I think, like, even in Buddhism, like they say the whole purpose of life is to serve. All religions say that, right?
Yeah.
Treat your neighbor as yourself.
Either you're serving God or you're serving your community,
Exactly.
or you're serving yourself. Or
So if you're
family.
not really helping others, then you're not, like, you won't be happy.
Yeah.
Period.
Sometimes it might vary, because like I see like all these athletes signing lucrative sports deals and shit. The first thing that they always say is like, who said money can't buy you happiness and stuff like that, you know?
But I feel like that's a very short-term thing.
I feel like that's very true, because even athletes, like, because okay, you signed that, you said you play for Real Madrid, let's say you signed for Liverpool, whatever. You get that high. You're playing on the biggest stage of them all. Fans are cheering for you. Blah blah blah.
That's
whatever.
basically what the Hedonic Treadmill is saying. Like, for when you first get it, like it's a high. Like your life is spiked. Like there's a big change.
And I've heard like podcasts where people talk about, and even Mike Tyson had this. He was Mike Tyson, you know, like girls were throwing themselves at him every single day. And then once he did retire, he was like, shit. Who am I? What am I doing with my life?
Exactly.
Like, I have nothing else to do.
Bro, if it bought happiness, why would so many fucking like artists and like athletes end up either like just doing very destructive things, or like literally just doing destructive things, like they get addicted to drugs, or they fucking like end up suicidal, or they just end up like just fucking shorties, like fucking they're like going behind their wife's back.
It's resistance too. Like it's always
everything
resistance. Ties back. To
everything
resistance.
ties that. Yeah, resistance is like kind of just a universal thing for the humans just fucking up. But it's like that financial thing. I don't think it's. Maybe it's a factor, but I don't think it's a major factor. I think those who remain like.
I think in today's world, it's pretty big. Like, you can be happy.
Oh yeah, dude. If
But the thing is, if you're only happy because of the money, then that's where the problem is.
if the money is your main goal, I think that's the point when I think like you should probably just like question like maybe, because once you have it, your goal is gone.
That's what I tell people a lot of the time. I say like, I don't think that happiness is the one way street. I think that there are multiple factors that tie into what can make you happy. Like for me personally, it's like I can have money, but if I don't have like love from family, I'm not gonna feel good. But if I like, you know, if you don't have either one, it's just like you're done, bro.
Yeah, I think the thing a lot of the good rich people say is that first they say it's a byproduct of just being
money,
good,
right?
just being good at what you do. Like money will come no matter what, because people will just want to pay. If you're so good that people like if you get so good, people will just want to pay you for what you do, because people are always
Not even
looking.
that. If you're so good that you're super prolific, and you just get that income like book by book,
And you have like a clear vision too that people are just willing to invest in, and also they see the money as just a tool to help realize their ideas
and grow.
Like they don't see it as like something they're getting just to have it. Like to me, people will say they want money as a goal. It's like you just want to have money.
I know.
You don't have any goals with your money. You just want to have money, just to have money. Like a bunch of Mr. Krabs, bro. They're always chasing it, but they never stop. Like Mr. Krabs doesn't look like a happy nigga. The only time he's happy is when he has the money. But next episode, guess what he's doing?
Drugs.
just chasing more money, or just being sad when money's it's just something that's so like it never. It's I feel like a good like rule of thumb is that like chasing just material things is probably not a good idea.
Oh, yeah,
just having it as like a main goal is not a good idea.
Or even if it is a material thing, keep it to yourself. And like,
yeah,
that, like, it's gonna, like, if you have that goal, it's for a reason. Don't tell other people, because it's like, once you do get it, or even if you don't get it, because you do get the same amount of dopamine when you tell people.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna do this. You're gonna be more resistant to even doing it because your brain thinks you've already done it. You have no reason to do it again.
Yeah, I think that's why the hedonic treadmill is probably valid. I don't think it's like something that's scientifically proven, but it makes so much sense. That's why people will just like their entire lives up until like a certain point, they're like, I want to make X amount of money, and I'll be like, I'll be good. Like, I'll be good. I want to blow up. Like, so I could buy like Benzes and fucking cars and shit. And that's like their end goal. They want to buy shit. They want to just be able to afford shit. But then they'll get to that point where you can afford anything you want, and then it's like, what now? And assuming you're like young when you get to that point, like, it fucks you up. Because then if your whole life was centered around trying to get this thing, and you're like, let's say mid-20s, and you have it, and you have another fucking 70-ish years if you live long enough in your life, what the fuck do you do?
Well, good thing you figured it out early. Now you have time to work on other things.
Yeah, but sometimes people just keep going, like, they just keep being greedy and they just keep wanting more money, so they end up just making very sketch things, and they just kind of just start pushing back people who don't have it.
Maybe there's no other way for them to learn.
Yeah, bro, I don't know, man. Money is just a sketch thing, because like,
sure, like
you kind of need it.
No, you definitely need it.
Because it's if you're living, depends where you are in society. Of course, you need it, because that's how the society functions. Like, it's not
like 99.9% of humans will need.
It's not useless. It's just like social media. It's like
niggas
it's a very
go crazy over that shit.
Very
That's
powerful tool. Yeah, very powerful tool. But a lot of people let it use them instead of using it.
Like, yeah, that's what I told my friend a couple days ago, because the things that we own start to own us.
Yeah.
That's like the scary part, bro.
That's detachment.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. What do you think is like a valid thing? Like, cause how does one even figure out what they want to fucking do? Like,
bro, that took me a long ass time to even figure it out. The amount of times that I've switched up what like I've wanted to do since grade 9.
Yeah.
Like, since I'm in my 12th grade year.
I think there's an age where it happens. I don't know if that's everyone, because parenting is very different depending on where you are. But a lot of times, like, your parents will kind of push you towards something, and there's an age where you're gonna reach. You're gonna be like,
I'm gonna do the exact opposite.
Is this really what I want to do? Because me, bro, until like grade 12, I was like set on being a technician.
Say word.
I was gonna be a technician because that's what my dad does, like engineering, technician shit, like with like technology, which is cool. Because like when I see him doing the shit, and like let's say a charger's broken, and they could just grab the charger in 5 minutes, it's fixed. It's kind of tight because he knows which wires do what, and it's sick. It's like everything, bro. I think the problem when you're getting raised, both in school and with parents, is that a lot of the things they tell you that you quote unquote have to do, they just tell you have to do it.
Like, I see it with some of my friends when, like, we're sharing what we want to do when we're older. I see, like, how some of them may get coerced by, like, their parents. Like, oh, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a dentist, all these sort of things.
It's always doctors or dentists or engineering.
Like, I'm not really going to question
It's actually crazy, bro, because, like, you're like, in a sense, you are poisoning their minds. Like, do this, and there's no other way.
Parenting plays a big role, bro. I think in the thing of you have no choice, you have no control over, like, who you are in a way. Like, I think your first like 7 to 10 years of life have a lot to do with that, because it's everything that you don't really control which information you get access to from those points.
Yeah, and I heard that's when you're the most suggestible.
Yeah, so like everything niggas tell you, like, you'll believe it and you'll go on to your life. That's why a lot of people like mid like teens or like in their 20s, they have this big existential crisis because everything they've known and they've been told that was true is not true. They find out that their parents were just trying to control them, or whoever they got raised by. The thing is, bro, it's the not saying why that's the problem. It's the you go to school, they tell you to learn grammar, but they never tell you why.
Yeah,
they just
like,
tell
same
you
with
have to
religion
know.
too. Like, go
Dude,
to church.
Even
the
just
thing-
with vaccines as well, like they're like 17-year-olds who are like going against their mothers and stuff.
Oh yeah, the whole anti-vax meme is that's so funny.
It's going crazy.
Because like niggas say vaccination, I think, gives you autism. It's like a thing the government, like conspiracy theories basically.
Right.
Vaccination gives you autism, but so a lot of people believe that, and they're not vaccinating their, like parents are not vaccinating their children over that, and then it's like some children are just ending up with fucking diseases and shit.
See, that's crazy to me because like you're like from a young age, like when you're an infant, your parents protect you too much, and that's the reason you need vaccinations. Like your microbiome and like and your health, like I've heard it's very good for kids, infants to eat their boogers because
Yuck.
Yuck.
because it's a hormetic response, right? Because your body fights it off and it makes your immune system stronger.
That's funny.
But nowadays, like they're eating like formula, they're drinking formula milk, not even breast milk, and like processed foods, all that, and that has a big impact on health.
I think the shittiest thing, which I learned from my my film theory class, because my professor had a whole fucking like lecture, nothing to do with film. Literally, just a whole lecture was about grammar and like why it matters. Because basically, he prefaced it by saying like the reason why school failed us is because high school failed us is because they've never explained to students like why they're learning what they're learning. They just tell you you're supposed to know this. You just have to because I say so. It's like something a lot of parents say, like the whole because I say so thing. Yeah, if there's one thing they fucking like tell you a lot, is just like parents especially is like because I say so.
I know.
And I think that's why a lot of fucking kids end up fucking rebelling too, because it's like I'm just doing this, but you never telling me why. If there's one thing we learn is like the why matters a lot.
The most.
It matters like the most, like when you're starting a company, when you're doing anything, like your intention, the intention, the why you're doing it. Like niggas just tell you just because I say so.
It goes back to the money too. Like, why do you need the money? Just
because,
to have it.
Just
in
to
your
have
wallet?
it. Just because. You know, never tell you like I don't think niggas ever explain to people that money is a tool. You're just born, you know it's there, and you're just like, oh, I'm supposed to
Have
like,
it, gotta spend it.
I'm supposed to save it. I don't know what for.
You see with like celebrities a lot too nowadays. Just like, oh, I want to do what they're doing with their money.
Yeah, it's that too. You just see people just doing shit, and you assume that's what you're supposed to do based off what you're seeing people do.
Because they're successful, right?
Because they're successful, so they must know. So it's bro, it's such a fucking like.
It's twisted, man.
It's like when like how different would things be if niggas were just told why, or is it like a strategic thing? Or is it like a strategic thing when people don't tell you why, just so you can just
formulate your own?
Just keep going. No, just keep following the line.
Right.
Because I think a lot of things are wired to just you following a certain line. Because if you see how shit is structured, you're raised, like you start going to elementary school, and then you go to high school, and then your goal from high school is college or uni. And if you don't go to any of those, you're kind of a lost cause, and you're kind of not going to amount to shit. Well, right now it's changing because
internet.
We're in this like information age where shit is just changing, and like now kids are now everyone is just fuck school.
I know, bro. And I'm still in high school, and I see
it's switching.
Yeah, I'm wondering how it is.
It's
like
switching.
School right
it's switched now. Now everyone is anti-high school. There's like
it's cringe.
People just keep going to extremities, but they're not seeing that there's just a middle spot. There's something, nigga. You can't just drop out of high school if you want to become a doctor.
Like, I see them all in their rebellious phase. It's like they're gonna skip class just to go and smoke weed and stuff like that.
There's also like the like I'm gonna start a clothing brand, I'm gonna start a business.
Or like,
it's because that's cool now.
The niggas are just so bored they skip and they stay at school. Or they skip, they go to the mall and they sit there for the whole day.
I think that's regular though. I think that's always been the case.
I think that's like a part of high school.
I think that's like that's high school.
But there's always
like
that. There's always that group of kids that do that.
Yeah, there's always that one group of kids that's just never in school, always skipping, always like just figuring out ways to just finesse their ways through it. It's just high school, but
and it's funny because like few of them can end up fine, but then some of them are gonna be like, no.
It's void filling. It's like at a certain point you're gonna have to face that void.
Yeah.
You can't just keep distracting yourself from. Usually, it's just people just distracting themselves from actual things that they're supposed to deal with. Most of the time, like trying to figure out who they are, because that's usually when you're trying to figure out who you are. Unless you were lucky enough and had good parents enough that you knew who you were at like age 10, which is so rare. But like most of the time, you're trying to figure out who you are, and since it's such a hassle, it's a long, painful-ish thing trying to figure out who you are, especially if you're like 15, 16 and you realize that like everything your parents told you were true. There's more to it, there's more perspectives, and to just like enter that void or enter that like abyss, it's pretty kind of scary, like going outside of everything you know. So like a lot of people just distract themselves from that, but like you're just doing a whole lot of drugs, fucking a lot, or just being assholes for no reason. But at a certain point, you're gonna have to, no matter what. Like, no matter what, bro, no matter how much you try to go against reality, reality will always be there. Like, it's never gonna, like, reality, you can't go against reality.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you can't go against reality. So it's like, if you have shit to deal with, bro, and you're not dealing with it,
you have to face it, bro.
Yeah, and the longer you wait, the worse it is when it actually, like, pops up.
Cause like
it's crazy because the only way to do that is to quiet your mind.
The only way to do it,
the only social media.
The only way to do that is
too much stimulus.
Yeah, bro. Like it's like that too. Even it doesn't necessarily have to be like drugs or like sex. It can literally just be like either spending all day on like binge watching stuff, or just binge like consuming watching other people's lives, and then thinking your life is something about your life is wrong because all those people's lives just look so perfect. Because that's the thing, bro. Niggas will not show you their failures on social media. They'll only either fake themselves being successful, or they'll only show you when they're actually successful. So when you're on there and you're probably have a million fucking problems to deal with, you have a bunch of shit, your life's not perfect, you're seeing all these people fucking going to Mexico, like spending time on the beach, being successful, even if they're probably not. Those people probably have the same problems you do, but they're not showing that. Guess what you're gonna fucking think? Something must be wrong with me. Like something has to be fucking wrong with me. So it's just so shit. And there's a certain point when people don't really like kind of try to help you. There's a certain age you get to where people are just like you're 18, like you could just figure shit out on your own. Like you're an adult, like just do your own thing. Like they don't like I've been fucking investing my time and money into you for fucking 18 years.
Like you need a mentor. Like even 30-year-olds might need mentors.
Yeah, for sure.
You always do. Niggas, there's no age where you get to where you just know everything. you always. And
if you do, it's because you're stupid. You think you know everything.
Yeah, usually.
You can't know everything.
Usually the more you know, the less you think you know. Because the more you know, fucking the smarter you get, the dumber you feel.
Facts.
Like you may know a lot, but like you don't know everything, bro. You can't restrict yourself.
I think that's a form of resistance too.
What?
Or is it like thinking you know everything? Because then you don't have to learn anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is kind of a pain in the
ass.
ass.
Yeah.
Trying to get to more information is kind of a pain in the ass. I think we should wrap up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna keep this one. How long is this? It's 30 minutes.
How long?
It's been 33 minutes on this, and it's been how long on this? Around 35. I think that's good enough.
Yeah.
Short one.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We need to find a fucking studio, bro. We need consistent.
Or at least fucking book a room next time.
We need consistent quality, bro. This is like the second one where just like we don't own this fucking place, so niggas just it sucks. The GoPro died, but yeah, thanks for coming, bro.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun
to learn something new, bro.
It's tight. Thank you for listening, guys.